A couple weeks ago, I played in a cornhole tournament here.
Oh, that's really?
I did.
How'd you do?
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. We lost in the friggin' finals.
Really?
We lost in the finals.
What'd you lose by?
We lost 21-20 and we lost 21-19. And we had leads in both games.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
we had leads in both games.
Choke artists.
Yeah, we did choke a little bit. They were great games. I will say the guys we played against, the one guy got really, really lights out hot. And sometimes, like, that happens, and you can't stop him. And
No.
we just couldn't.
He got into his flow state.
He did. Yeah, his flow state,
I'm
exactly.
picturing, like, two guys with, like, sweatbands and, and like, wrist guards and things,
they
like
weren't,
professional cornholers.
They weren't really the cable guy, but... All right, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Beyond the Apres. I'm Rich Stoner.
And I'm Halley O'Brien.
And this is the show where we sit down and stir it up with Après Ski's booziest business owners, brewers, distillers, and just good old fun people. Like you and I.
Exactly. It's just you and I today.
It's just you and I today. And we are here in historic Highlands, New Jersey, at a relatively new bar, actually new to this summer.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Sandbox at Sea Streak. And the Sea Streak, for those of you who don't know, is the ferry that people take out of the Highlands to mainly New York City.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a big commuter area to the city. And this was like the beach of the Highlands, and they decided to turn it into a bar. So you could probably hear a little bit of the live music in the background. They've got a cool little kind of like sea shack over there with a couple beers on tap. They've got some signature cocktails.
Food trucks aplenty.
Yeah, there's 3 food trucks. I think there's 3 here today.
3 or 4, I think I counted.
They had a huge party here last weekend called Dunes Days. That was it looked like, spring break in Ibiza. It was pretty wild.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty wild.
What are you drinking?
So I figured let's go with a local beer. This is Twin Lights Brewing. So Twin Lights.
Rich picked it for us.
Yes.
He knows his way around these parts.
Yeah, well, if I'm being honest, I've drank quite a few of these in the last 3 weeks.
I'm not surprised.
So
proud of you, in fact.
Thank you. So Twin Lights Brewing is a local brewery out of Highlands, and they should be opening a tap room here hopefully real soon. But they're named after the historic Twin Lights Lighthouse, which is right down the road. Mm-hmm. So I figured let's go with a lager. Keep it light. It's pretty friggin' hot out.
Yes.
So,
I mean, you can see the beer sweating. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Let's drink.
So cheers.
Cheers. Oh, good pick. That's refreshing. That's almost like water.
Yeah.
But like flavorful.
But good water. Yeah, good water.
I feel like I'm hydrating.
I've been drinking a lot of these lately just because it's been so hot.
Right.
And I don't really like to drink the big bad boy IPAs.
No.
So I've been drinking a lot of the Twin Lights Lager, and I actually met the guys here.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, I played in a cornhole tournament here.
Oh, that's really?
I did.
How'd you do?
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. We lost in the friggin' finals.
Really?
We lost in the finals. The cash out prize was $1,000.
No.
My partner and I ran through the winner's bracket. We were undefeated. All we had to do was win.
Goodness.
We had to win one game.
What'd you lose by?
We lost 21-20 and we lost 21-19. And we had leads in both games.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
we had leads in both games.
Choke artists.
Yeah, we did choke a little bit. They were great games. I will say the guys we played against, the one guy got really, really lights out hot. And sometimes, like, that happens, and you can't stop him. And we just couldn't.
He got into his flow state.
He did. Yeah, his flow state,
I'm picturing, like, two guys with, like, sweatbands and like, wrist guards and things, like professional cornholers.
They weren't really the cable guy, but but they I guess they were dressed like like everybody else here, board shorts and a t-shirt. But they were good. It was well deserved. They beat us fair and square, and so hopefully we'll get them back next year.
So yeah.
Yeah. Got to put in a little more practice.
That's
Runner
right.
up. Yeah, if you're not first, you're last.
It's an honor to be nominated, they say.
Guess. Yeah. No. So, what are you going to do?
You podiumed. That's good.
We podiumed.
That's good.
I guess, I could sleep at night. So, yeah, that's how I met those guys. They're nice guys, and I like to support them, so that's why I figured we'd go with this beer.
Love it. Really good pick.
So what?
It's light, crisp, perfect on a hot day.
It's got like
and
a nice.
It's got to be every bit of 95 to 100 degrees today.
With the heat
now.
index for sure.
Yeah,
easily.
thank goodness for this canopy above us. They've
Yeah.
got a really cool setup here.
It's great. So just to kind of describe it, it's a beach. It's like a smaller beach.
Mm-hmm.
It sits on, I guess, really where the Shrewsbury and the Navesink come together. So technically, it's the Hudson River. And like I said, you could hear the live music. So there's a guy in the initial corner playing a little guitar, and there's, like I said, there's the beach shack, and there's a ton of picnic tables with the umbrellas, and then people are just chilling out like this is their beach.
This is their beach.
And we're recording here.
We are. I mean, this was not a guarantee, and I did a little clip for our YouTube channel to kind of explain the behind the scenes of how we had to get a little crafty. because we were very, restricted to the studio last year, being COVID, quarantined.
Yeah.
All of our interviews, all of our pods were basically Zoom based. So we busted out of the studio now that things are starting to open up a little bit, and doing some in-person, on location pods, which has been awesome. I mean, look at where we are right now. Like, this is amazing.
Yeah, you wouldn't really know you were in Highlands, New Jersey.
No, not at all. And I mean, well, to be honest, I don't know much about Highlands, New Jersey.
That's a good point.
But for those of you listening or watching that have never been to New Jersey and don't know much about the state in general, places like this exist, and they're beautiful.
Yeah, so for example, you could see Sandy Hook's right there, and Sandy Hook's a national park, right? So that's that's right there, and that's one of the major attractions to kind of New Jersey, the Jersey Shore in particular. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're outside, so you're really going to have to get well acquainted with the mic.
Sandy Hook is right over there, and Sandy Hook's obviously it's national park, and that's kind of like the entrance, so to speak, to the Jersey Shore, and you can see that right across the water.
What exit?
Yeah, exactly. I guess you would take 117 and shoot down Route 36.
I like that you answered it with a straight
face. I
did.
Yeah. Highlands really benefited from Sandy. Mm-hmm. I know, as crazy as that sounds.
The hurricane,
the superstorm, because Highlands was always like a sort of like a clamming community. Like it's a very very fishing oriented community, and with a lot of there's a lot of good bars and a lot of good restaurants down here, and there always have been. And when Sandy came through, it really hit here hard.
Right.
And
what year was that? Was that like...
Oh, my God. It's got to be almost 8 years ago, I would think, right?
I think in 2012, 2013,
yeah,
something like that?
It has to be. And they've rebuilt, and a lot of new places like this have now popped up, and it's become kind of a little bit of a destination, and more people are coming down here, and you have great bars like the Sandbox. There's another place down the street called the Seafarer. We can look in my background over here. There's a place called One Willow, which is a great restaurant. So, and then you have like the old stalemates, like the Chubby Pickle, which has been here. It's been under 3 different names, I think, in my lifetime, but it's never really left, and it's that's like a great.
So it fluctuates the weight.
Yeah.
It's Chubby Pickle now, but maybe it was like skinny.
It was a skinny pickle
skinny
last
radish
time.
Last
what
time.
the hell? I wish I could remember the name of what it was. Maybe I'll think of it by the end of this podcast. But it's a dive bar.
Okay.
It's got you go in there.
A dive
bar.
I
love a good dive bar. So you go in there, and we, as a matter of fact, I spent about 3 hours drinking there last Thursday.
Just 3?
Just 3. Oh. Yeah, we were at another place before that.
Lightweight.
Yeah, I know. But guess what I was drinking?
Green State Lager?
No, Twin Lights Lager. Drink local.
I knew it was
Drink
a lager.
Local.
I knew it was a lager, but.
So what have you been drinking this summer?
Oh, man. Well, I got really into cocktails, making my own margaritas at home.
Ooh.
Taking a little bit of like the Blanco tequilas that I've been finding, and just trying to perfect the perfect margarita recipe for me. I think it varies from person to person. Some people like a little sweet. Some people like it.
I'm definitely
a
a less
citrusy.
Sweet guy.
Me too.
On the Ritas.
Yeah, and I think I skew more to the less ingredients, the better.
Yeah, simple. Keep it simple, stupid, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
So I think I've got my recipe down. If I'm making 2, it'd probably be 3 ounces of tequila. 2. I think I do like a 3, 2, 1, or 1.5.
That's how I cook my ribs.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Yeah.
I like it. Sounds like a countdown to something exciting.
It is. Well, no,
ribs
it's
and
3
margaritas is exciting.
It's 3 hours on the smoker, 2 hours wrapped, 1 hour unwrapped again. So it's
gotcha.
Unwrapped, wrapped, unwrapped.
Perfect.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, that's it. And I think you mentioned that to me once before. That is one of the best ways to
And now you have the
this.
3, 2, 1 margarita.
I think
the Halley
so.
O'Brien margarita.
Memory's a little foggy.
Yeah.
Couple two tree.
Yeah, couple two tree. We're in New Jersey.
Yeah. But I think it's 3 ounces of tequila, 2 ounces of what is it called? Triple sec, and then 1 ounce or 1.5 ounces of citrus, and then you kind of top it with a little club soda.
This is for 2.
Yes.
Okay. A little club on the top.
Little club on the top.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. That's Halley O'Brien's special recipe.
I think.
Dial it in. We're not sure. She might be keeping a secret from us.
Yeah.
We're not sure.
Maybe we'll make it on YouTube. Maybe you'll have to.
I think we should.
Tune in.
We should.
Before the season's over.
Speaking of tuning in, this is like my favorite song ever.
What is it?
Night Moves by Bob Seger.
I got the headphones on. Hold on. Okay.
Talking
I like
about
it.
the night moves. Yeah, one of my absolute all-time favorites.
We got to find some karaoke.
This is on my Après ski Spotify list.
If you're singing while podcasting, are you still podcasting or are you singing karaoke?
Kareocasting.
What? You just pulled that right out of your hat.
I did. It's like I've used it before, but I have not. So you're going with the Ritas. Anything else?
Ooh, I dabbled in daiquiris.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Do you have
dabbled
like
in
one
daiquiris.
of those big Island Oasis thingies, like
No.
It's got like the ice thing on the
After
top?
talking to Karen from Montana, you should know me better than that.
Yeah.
Of course not. No, it's served in a coupe glass.
Yeah.
It's real fancy. It's almost a little too bougie for poolside drinking. But,
All right.
But yeah, I would say, and then, summer bourbon cocktails I really enjoyed.
So what is your favorite summer bourbon cocktail?
Ooh, well, High West, the episode we had kind of was the gateway for that with like the Fool's Gold, I think it was. That was with the Staten Island.
Yeah, Staten Island
Lavender
Bud, yeah. Well, they say marijuana is a gateway drug, so.
There is absolutely no marijuana present in
No,
this.
it
but
was actually
you'll have to listen to the episode to know what I'm
lavender
talking-
bud. But
Yeah.
go ahead and back and watch that one.
So lavender, honey, bourbon, and lemon juice, I think. I don't know the appropriate measurements there, but that was kind of a fun way to jump into more summertime bourbon.
Yeah.
Perfect for the Kentucky Derbies out there or, 19th holes and that sort of thing.
Ooh.
Which, speaking of, I've been golfing up a storm.
I watch.
I've
I
got
see
the
it.
bug,
I see it.
man.
I see it. You're on the gram all
I
the
love it.
time.
I love it
you
so
got the
much.
swing down.
I hate it so much.
It's like
I love and hate it so much.
it's like doing P90X.
Yes.
It hurts so good.
It does. It does. Except for, you're hurting so good for 90 minutes, but you could be getting your ass kicked for 5 hours.
It is
on
a
the
5-hour
course.
ass kicking for sure, for sure. I haven't picked up a golf club since my high school golf season ended. So I coach high school golf, and we kicked butt this year. And I get to, it's great. I get to play like 4 days a week
Right.
for 2 months.
Oh, my God.
But then I forget where my clubs are, and I
Right.
never pick them up. And then I go away to Vermont, and I can't hit a ball, to save my life.
Mm-hmm.
Golf's one of those sports that like you can't. It's not like riding a bike.
No.
Like, I'm not good enough to say like, I'm gonna go shoot a 72 today,
Yeah, I don't
or even 80.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
I am. My goal this summer, we'll see how it goes, but my goal this summer is to break 90.
Nice.
That's like, I think,
Nice.
a reasonably
I think it's a reasonable
respectable, slightly attainable goal.
My goal is to still be standing by the end of the round.
Oh, well, that's...
Yeah, I usually play a vodka hole.
I think that's probably how you get better,
Yes.
Listen,
I've shot in the low
Rip
40s.
it and rip it.
I've shot in the low 40s on the back nine with a lot of vodka in me.
You can't overthink it.
No.
Analysis paralysis.
I hear about that a lot.
That's golf.
I hear about that a
Yeah,
lot.
that's...
So you golfing.
So I've been
your
golfing
goal
and
was to
drinking
break. Your
margaritas.
goal is to break 90. My goal was to win a cornhole tournament. Fuck that up. Sorry. Maybe there's another one.
A
I don't
double
know.
bogey in the final round for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
I had a
geez.
snowman on my card. You're drinking Ritas. Oh, bourbon drinks.
Drinking
right?
Ritas.
So bourbon drinks. So I have a great, and maybe we could do this one on the YouTube. I have a
On the YouTubes.
Yeah, a peach bourbon iced tea.
Ooh,
that
I like
made.
that,
That
yeah.
is just so exquisite and spectacular and wonderful on a warm summer day.
For those of you watching on YouTube right now, comment below what kind of cocktail you'd like to see
Yeah.
Rich and I stir up.
And listen, if you want some barbecue with that, I'll cook it up too.
3, 2, 1.
There you go. There you go. But so I haven't drank a lot of cocktails.
No?
No, which
You've been
is
into the beer
I mean,
scene?
like I think you call like Tequila and Club a cocktail. Like that's just like
No.
a necessity. So so I've been a lot of Twin Lights Lager, and honestly, I sit on the beach and I drink Bell's Oberon.
Ooh, okay.
Have you ever had Bell's Oberon?
I don't believe so.
It is it's like summer in a can.
This
Really-
is like summer in a glass.
Yeah.
How is it different?
It's a wheat beer.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's
I like wheat beers.
yeah, and it's not like overly weedy. Like you're not gonna it's not gonna be like, oh god. It's a wheat
Compare it to like a more mainstream popular wheat beer for our listeners.
beer. I don't know that I can.
No? Really?
It's
That
honestly
unique, huh?
it's honestly that good.
Cool.
So it is, put it this way, it's so good and it's so popular that when Bell's Brewing in Michigan releases it,
Yeah, I've heard of the brewery.
They
I
have
don't think I've
they
had
have
it.
Oberon Day,
Oh, really?
and it's like a freaking holiday in Michigan. Like they basically stop and all they do is just chill out and drink Oberon all day,
Love it.
which is, I mean, if there was a need for another holiday, but that's a good
Right.
one. Yeah. So that's what I drink. I drink a lot of Oberon. And I've been hitting these at the bar because they don't really serve too much Oberon on tap around here. So
There you go.
And
Where can you get this Oberon?
You can find it in most major liquor stores
Okay.
where you're getting your beer. And it's only really available from like May-ish to we're probably getting close to the end here.
Oh, are you okay?
I usually try to stock up.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
I usually try to get a couple 2-3 cases if we're going.
Two-tree?
Yeah, if we're getting that way. But just so I can carry myself into the fall. You know what pisses me off is that because they do away with Oberon, but then next thing you know, it's pumpkin beer time, and it's like July 27th. I'm like, I don't want freaking pumpkins.
Yeah, the release of fall seasonal beers and coffees and stuff, I feel like happens a little too aggressive.
Yeah, way too aggressive. Way too aggressive.
Yeah, I think there's already Christmas decorations in our Whole Foods.
Stop.
Like
Is it really?
In our, I don't know if it's Whole Foods.
Maybe.
Or local
That's
grocery
very early.
But I've been Instacarting. I've been getting the groceries delivered since COVID, and I can't go back.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh,
I thought that was a new social media app.
Instacart, yeah.
I wasn't really
You
sure.
just take pictures of gallons of milk and post them.
Yeah, exactly. So you've
Yeah.
been golfing. You've been drinking Ritas. Anything
A
else?
little supping.
Supping?
A little supping on the
Nice.
lake. It's been nice. You've been losing cornhole tournaments.
Yeah. I'm really good at when I'm playing pickup. Just really screwed that final up. What else have I been doing?
Yeah,
Sitting on the beach. A lot of beach.
You're so close to the beach. It'd be a crime if you weren't on the beach every day.
Right. Sometimes I actually work from the beach.
As you should.
Which is nice.
That's killer.
Yeah. But yeah, I lead a pretty simple life,
Are you missing the cold?
Am I missing the cold? So I am in my goal in life is to ultimately live my life in only board shorts and ski pants.
That is a great goal.
Yeah. Lofty
look.
aspirations.
Not to interrupt you, but...
Oh, there's the sea streak. There it is. We
there
can see
it
it coming
is.
in. So this place could be filled with...
I don't know how to use this Android.
I know. You're an Apple person.
Oh, where's your
through and
camera?
through.
There it is. Okay. Gonna...
And
there we go.
so there may very well be a bunch of dudes in suits here real soon, because it's about that time for them. They're going to want to have a drink. All the finance guys coming back from the city. You asked me a question.
Ski pants, board shorts.
Oh, ski pants and board shorts. Yeah. So it's a lofty aspiration, but I am. Some people are like, well, I'm a ski bum, and the summer sucks, and I'm like, nah, I have fun.
I used to be that.
Yeah.
I used to hate the summer. I just didn't like being hot, sweaty. You have a bad... Well, you can't really because you always have a good hair day. I, on the other hand, like to cover it up with a beanie. It's a no-nonsense, easy fix. And, you get cozy in a big hoodie and stuff.
Yeah, no question.
But I've since changed my tune, and now I think I'm an equal opportunity season person.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
mud season I can kind of do without.
Yeah, I could do without mud season, for sure.
It's not really an official season. For those of you that don't know what mud season is, it's kind of like the season right after winter before spring really kicks into gear and everything's just brown and wet.
Muddy. It sucks.
It's disgusting.
That's when everything shuts down in the mountain towns.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. All the people that either go home, go back to where they came from, whatever, and you're just kind of like,
So I grew up really on the beach and grew up skiing in the winter. So for me, that's what I did, right? And I wasn't like, and don't get me wrong, I can't wait to ski again.
Yeah.
But there are times where at the end of the winter, I'm like, I really can't wait to get to the beach and just chill out on the beach and hang out and drink beers and really carry that Après ski mantra.
Après everything
to the beach, right? And the Après surf mantra, and just kind of hanging out and communally drinking beers and talking, telling stories and everything like that. It's a lot of fun.
Do you surf at all? Have you surfed?
I have not surfed. I am very fearful. I have a really bad back.
Ooh, really?
And I can control really bad, like 3 herniated discs bad. And
goodness.
I know, it's crazy. But so I can control what I can do on the mountain, right? Because I know my limitations. I know where I can go, everything like that. But I'm not trying to control a wave in the ocean, and I feel like something or another would snap me in half.
Oof.
So I'll just leave that up to my kids.
Yeah, that's fair. We did see the surfboards at Last Wave.
Yeah, which were snapped in half, right?
Future podcast guest.
Yeah, I feel like we've teased at least 3 already with the bourbon, and then the supping. So we were doing a little tease action.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We had some good summertime guests that I guess we're going to start rolling out
really
any
soon.
minute now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking we want to roll right into winter. I guess that remains to be seen. But either
Ideally.
way, we had some great guests from earlier this spring that you guys will get well acquainted with, and some great summertime spots.
Yeah. Should we tell them who it is or no?
You want to? Okay.
It is a little tease.
Yeah, so let's start north.
Start north, work south?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we had our friends from, well, our good friend Courtney from Killington on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Courtney DiFiore.
Yep. And then we our new friends from Still on the Mountain, so they're going to be on there, which is an awesome little spot. It's literally a still, so in other words, a distillery on the mountain.
I love that.
Yeah, so I love the name. And they're great people, and that was a lot of fun.
Right.
And then recently, as of a few hours ago,
Correct.
we recorded with Last Wave Brewing, which is a Jersey Shore brewery. These guys are snowboarders or skiers, but they're also surfers, and they've got a whole brewery that's themed around that. And then last week we had, or was it 2 weeks ago, we recorded with
Penelope Bourbon.
Mm-hmm. So we have a wide range,
yes.
really. And
we're all over the map.
And then there's just us. And we got one more that's going to be about supping.
Yep.
And maybe, we'll save a little twist on that. We won't tell them too much yet.
Exactly.
We won't tell them too much.
Ha! You'll have to
You're
subscribe.
just going to have to tune in. You're going to have to tune in. So
keep tabs on us. Yeah, so it's been good. I mean, it's nice to see things opening back up.
Yeah.
It's nice to be outside amongst others.
I agree.
Podcasting from beautiful locations like this is amazing.
It really is. And, I mean, so the Euro Cup, the soccer tournament has just finished up, and it was like, going back, I guess, it was postponed from last year because of COVID.
Sure.
And going back, I guess, a few years back, when the World Cup was around, there's a bar by us. It's a big soccer bar, but it's on the beach. It's a beach bar, too. And they have all the games. And, obviously last year was, going out to a bar was virtually non-existent.
Right.
But it was so fun to watch the Euro finals with, a crowd of people in their courtyard, TVs outside. You had the English people there. You had the Italian people, rooting for Italy. And it was a good, nice little jovial, back and forth between the two groups. Mm-hmm. So that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was even more fun that Italy came on tap. Sorry, English.
True.
Sorry, English.
Yeah, and then tomorrow I'm actually hosting a British Open breakfast brunch kind of party.
Nice. So who you like in this tournament? This is you say you're going to make a pick here. And,
I can't make a pick. I mean, Bryson is the defending champ. No, that was the U.S. Open. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I like Koepka. I like the
Brooks is always around.
I like
right?
the silly rivalry between.
It is pretty funny, right?
Brooks and Bryson. But I mean, there's just so many players out there right now doing such amazing things. I mean, talk about Phil coming out of nowhere.
Incredible.
PGA
Absolutely incredible.
Tour, just what?
Yeah, they were saying he won the PGA, right? And then
John Rahm, though, I mean,
John Rahm,
I mean,
incredible.
There's been a lot
John Rahm was so
happening
hot at those last couple holes in the U.S. Open, but so I had heard that. So because Phil won the PGA, going into he was 50-1 to win the U.S. Open, and the bookmakers in Vegas were so concerned because that if he actually won. Because people were going to load up on him, right? So if he actually won, they would almost be bankrupt because the amount of payout that they would have on him because he was still 50-1.
Right.
People loading up on him.
My goodness.
I mean, listen, you can never count out Brooks Koepka. The guy's literally in every major tournament. He's always on the leaderboard. It's fascinating.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I mean, he's definitely. I don't know how this turned into a golf podcast, but
I don't know. Thank you, Cole.
It's the best because as much as I love watching football on Sunday, I mean, you get 4 days of it almost every weekend.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. And just, my husband and I were always switching back and forth between the men and the women, and it's just so many playoffs. So many tournaments have ended in playoffs. But what? I guess I forget what weekend that was where they played 7 or 8 extra holes. They almost
was
played
that
another.
the U.S. Women's Open?
No, this was the guys, and they were
right.
To be honest, they were good enough to be there, but not good enough to close it out. They just kept parring.
Right.
Everybody par. And I was like, all right, can someone just please? But you know what? I don't want to see someone. It always came down to a putt, and based on who was closer, that's the order of events.
It's the name of the game.
You always want to see someone putt to win,
right?
Not someone putt to lose, and then the other one wins by default. You know what I mean? I want someone to have that moment where they see the ball track to the hole, and
then you fists in the air, kind of,
exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Moment.
Yeah, I like that.
But I just like everything to have a movie ending. That's just me.
Well, Tin Cup, right?
Yeah. There it is.
Nobody's gonna remember your.
Have you ever had a tin cup moment? Just
a 12? Yeah, I've shot plenty of 12s. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think you golf if you haven't.
Yeah.
So.
No, I feel like I go for every shot, and that's probably why I don't golf very well.
Please.
But that being said,
this guy's being modest.
No, I'm really not.
Well,
I dress really well on a golf course.
That's half the battle.
Yeah.
Isn't that half of skiing and snowboarding too?
It is, yeah.
That's the fun of it.
I always have a good kit on the mountain too.
Yeah.
Just depends upon which weekend.
I mean, earth tones. I'm interested to see what trends. Maybe that should be a future episode. But what trends we'll start seeing on the mountain this year, like where it's going to skew. You think bright?
I think it's bright for sure.
Let's
outlandish.
Yes, I want attention because I haven't interacted with humans in a year.
Yeah, I think it's back. And quite honestly, we're back.
We are back.
And better than ever.
That's right. And if you guys have any suggestions, drinks you'd like to see made, new recipe ideas, guests you'd like to have on the show, hit us up. We're on Instagram at Beyond the Apres, and we're newly on YouTube. We're going to try to do as many of these video podcasts as possible. So, you can watch us do what we do, drink what we drink, and, interact with us there.
I mean, you could follow me at All About Après, and I know they can follow you.
At The Snow Report. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. So come drink with us this summer.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Cheers.